lose too. You might think I chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming. Spot out in the country, I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore.
Tonight on Thursday Night Primetime, rivals collide in the desert. What a way to kick off Week 4. It's the Seahawks and Cardinals in the NFC West, and it comes your way next. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It is the first game of the NFL Rivalries program for 2025. Seahawks and Cardinals underway from State Farm Stadium. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCord. Short one here, caught by McBride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That's good for a 1st down. His 2nd catch of the opening drive. The Cardinals had 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, you look at these two teams, rivals in the NFC West. It's been the Seahawks who have had the upper hand. They've won 7 in a row in this series. It's a rivalry that was born in 2002 when both teams joined the NFC West. Since then, a lot of great players have taken part in these matchups. You think about the Cardinals, Kurt Warner, Larry Fitzgerald, Anquan Bolden, and then, of course, the Seahawks in the 2010s, the Legion of Boom era, and their victory in Super Bowl 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together.
Drop 50, drop 50. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
First down, Seattle.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Torrey Horton, 31 yards. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming out.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down and goal to go. Let's go.
Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Street. Cougar 19. Dragon 60. Control it.
Looking to throw. McCoy toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He'll try to pick it up himself, and this is going to be intercepted. picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are all... They've got his man complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Cardinals take over at first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson, 65 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
Back to Walker on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. These two teams all tied after one. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They'll set up to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And some room to roll now. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
18, 5 in. Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Another Seahawks first down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
15-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Elijah Arroyo, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They go play action here on first down. Open man here is Benson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 1.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Back to throw again. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out. He's to the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready up.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Hawks, 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. McCord. This is taken in by McBride. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Back to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. He completes this to Walker. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on. Hey. Hook it like these.
At the 38-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Let's go now.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he completes it to Wilson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, McCord. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Ryland on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And the Seahawks first down.
To the right side, this is Walker. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
We'll get that to Charbonnet. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making play.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Zaven Collins, his second sack of the night. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Off the play fake, McCord. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll try and do this, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this time not quite to the 30, he'll be down at the 31-yard line. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the
Welcome back to the
31-yard
desert.
line.
We're in Glendale. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On the give, here's Charbonnet. Trucks over it. And out of bounds right around the 20. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Milrose pass. Intercepted. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. He's got McBride here over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll look to throw now on first down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10. The Cardinals take over first and 10. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll go again with Benson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's brought in by Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
19. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. McCord. That's complete to McBride. Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Set. Go.
Looking to throw. McCord. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Cardinals first down.
Operating from the gun. McCord. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And it's caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Barner, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun to give to Charbonnet. And he's He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their end.